Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. My goodness, it's been quite some time, but let me tell you, I have been doing the hard work. So it's been about a year of a lot of death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. And I am finally about to come out of that void, that darkness, and into this new creation. So welcome. Thank you for being here, like I said, because anytime that you kind of like, follow, comment so I can comment back, it just makes my day so much brighter that I get to just interact with you. So come say hi to me. But I have some really exciting, fun things that are coming up. As you know, I started with a company called Holistic Waters. Holistic Water started off as colon hydrotherapy, where I learned the ins and the outs of the bowels, the digestive system, and then I started adding diet and detox and all that to it. So I literally have been detoxing since 2004, and I still currently do it. But this has been the revolutionary part, because every time that I detoxed in the past, it was because I was really, really out of balance, really, really inflamed, really, really not good. This time when I do detoxes, it's because I'm wanting to purify, realign, set my intention, gain clarity, right? Well, I was just on this beautiful road trip up the PCH, and during that time, I was initiated with so many activations. My feet were in beautiful waters, the mountain air, just it was a trip of a lifetime. And if you ever have a chance to talk to me about it, like, I will tell you all about it. It was absolutely incredible. But coming home, because I was receiving so much, my whole body was so full that the energy was outside my body and needed a lot of time to integrate, to be able to incorporate into my body. Well, when that happens, when you have so much more light, guess what happens? All that shadow comes up, right? So illness, inflammation, old wounds, anything like that really starts to come up, because the more you go to the light, the more the darkness follows. And that's just the beauty of it, right? We think, oh, okay, I just want enlightenment. I just want to be in the light. Well, the more you go and attach to that, the more that that shadow is going to be in your face. And if I would have known that a long time ago, I probably would have put off this whole idea of getting to the light so fast. I would have done it slower, because the amount of stuff that kept coming and kept coming and kept coming, like, I was in many storms. So what I'm here to do is I want to make it so your storms are easier, one, and two, you understand what's actually happening. I didn't have anybody really describing what was happening on a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect. Like, I didn't know. So I had to go through it, just feeling everything, decoding, understanding why is this happening. And because I did that, then I get to bring it to you and say, hey, this was my experience. Take pieces what you like, toss the rest of it. Okay? Don't ever take what I have and be like, this is everything, because nobody has everything. We'll have pieces. So I just have one little piece, and my piece is about diet, detox, alignment, and living your authentic self, your true expression. So really figuring out how to release all the things that we've absorbed, all the things that we've absorbed from our parents, our grandparents, our great parents, like the entire lineage, right? Then the collective society, then all of our peers that told us who we were, then our families that told us who we were. Everybody told us who we were, and guess what? We believed it. And now is the time and age when we get to let everybody's perception of who we are go. Because we need to find out who we really are without those perceptions, without those ideas, and with who we are within our hearts. Because when we know who our heart is, that's when we can start to align to create these really beautiful lives. So what I have noticed is when we're really trying to figure it all out and we're in our heads, that's when things get really messed up. That's when we like attach to things, then it doesn't go through, then we get in trouble, then all these things start happening, no, we don't want that anymore, right? We want to come from a place where we're no longer in our heads figuring it out. we're in our hearts. We have taken all the information, integrated it into our hearts, became our hearts so deeply that we begin to feel life through our hearts. We get to feel like when choices come up, we feel all the doors that are opening to us, and we decide which one is going to keep us in flow, which one's going to pull us out of balance. It helps us to understand how to make choices that keep us aligned and in flow. That's what we want. So that's what I'm here to bring. And because I've shifted so much out of the mind and more into our hearts, into frequency, into feeling, that means that I am actually changing my business name again. So Holistic Waters was about water, emotions, and colon hydrotherapy, using that water to detoxify. Then I got into detox, the physical, kind of that same element, just really releasing. Then Words to Wellness came. That is more about the mind. Let's talk logic. Let's talk about what's happening. Let's left brain, right? Well, the frequency of Words to Wellness no longer feels right for me, because now what I want to teach you is how to come into your heart, how to find your true, raw, authentic self, the deep part of you, and how to be so connected to yourself that if somebody rejects your authentic self, you just send them love. And then you shift and you pivot and you find the right people that you are so authentic and real, they love every part of you. And they're not trying to change you. They're not trying to make you something that you are not, right? Let's get to that. Let's get to our real authentic self. So because of this shift, I am changing my business name once again to the Harmonic Soul. Even just when I say it, it becomes me. And what does the Harmonic Soul mean? It means that we are so in tune with our frequency. We're in tune with what feels right, what doesn't feel right. If elements of our body is out of balance, we're like, oh, my liver kind of feels out of balance. You're tuning into it. And just tuning in, it's like playing a musical instrument. Your whole body is a musical instrument. And every organ and cell plays different tones. And so sometimes, when somebody plays the piano or an instrument and they don't know what they're doing and it just sounds terrible, that means we're out of alignment. And when somebody's playing because they are a master at their instrument and how beautiful and flowy and wonderful it is and how it just makes your heart open and sing, it's because it's in harmony. We do that too. We can find our own harmony within inside of us. But how do we do that? Well, there's so many layers to becoming harmonious. And one is the mind, the body, the emotions, the soul, our karma, our lineage. There's so many things that make us who we are energetically. Learning all of those pieces and finding which element is out of balance and then finding the harmony. And I get to teach you how to find the imbalances, how to locate them, and how to bring them into harmony. Because every time that you come into harmony, how do you feel? You definitely don't feel disempowered, right? You feel empowered. You feel like you can do anything in life because your body and mind and soul is all speaking the same language. That's what I'm here to do. So, welcome to the Harmonic Soul. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey and all of the learning that I have gone through. And thank you for being a part of the future journey. Leave me a comment, a message, a like, a subscribe, whatever that is. Just stay with me, okay? Send me a message if you have any questions, and be on the lookout on my Instagram. That is where I post majority of all of my content, and I will see you all very soon.